call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Foster. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds a man on the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johns. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. On fourth down, going to the air. And they will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
And This offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lincoln. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They want to run it left here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Foster. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Johns. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Power ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance, everything.
He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw again. Got a man, it's John. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Wolverines will snap it on first and 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's John. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Straight ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do. Touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Pulls it in, it's John. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Takes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo.
Yeah, you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Looking to throw, it's Foster. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Makes the grab, it's Sapp. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Sparks. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. Dropping back, it's Foster. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. The run to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Wide open spaces. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Foster. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's John. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's set.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johns. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws for the tight end. He's got him this time. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lincoln. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. You were beating Central Michigan, but
there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago. None today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here and you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Foster. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. to the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. And I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, time and time again, this running back has found pay dirt. 3 rushing touchdowns, but nowhere to go that time. I think if you're on defense, the biggest key has got to be penetrating and shooting these gaps. They did a great job of that getting the TFL.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Might be calling a hot route. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's going to go down as time has run out. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For Dave.